Imagine this, a pastry bag filled with snow-white sweetened drained sheep's milk ricotta, flecked with tiny dark cubes of 70% Sicilian dark chocolate. The wide round piping tip slides into one open end of a freshly fried, golden bubbly blistered cannolo shell resting on a worn marble counter. A slow squeeze. The pristine ricotta filling extrudes smoothly through the shell and emerges from the other open end in a perfect dome of glossy white. A quick dip, one end into crushed bright emerald pistachio di Bronte, the other into glistening orange candied peel. Then a generous snow of zucchero avello cascading from above. The first bite, shatter of crispy fried shell, cool, sweet, creamy ricotta, the dark chocolate crunch, the salty pistachio, the floral candied orange. Madonna, this is cannolo, the most iconic dessert of Sicily. Tonight we make it from scratch. I am joined by Palermo master pasticciere Giuseppe Lobianco, 30 years at his family's Fucieria Pasticceria, and Italian-American food historian Maria De Luca from Brooklyn, Bensonhurst.
Mamma mia, Anna! Cannoli, cannolu in Sicilian, is the soul of Sicilian pasticceria, you understand? Listen to me carefully. Cannolo, this name comes from cannolo, the Sicilian word for tube. It is a fried tube, an empty, crispy tube. Then we fill with sweet ricotta. 800-year-old this dessert. Originate from Palermo and Caltanissetta region in time of Saracens, 9th century AD. The Saracens bring sugarcane, almond, ricotta cheese making technique to Sicily. Then later it became traditional dessert of Carnevale, the festival before Lent, and bellissimo. Today we eat anytime. But è importante. Real Palermo cannolo must have three things. First, shell from real strutto, the pork lard, give shatter. Second, ricotta di pecora, sheep milk ricotta, drained 24 hours, then sweetened. Third, filled just before serve, never before. Subito mangiare, eat right away.
And that's exactly right, Giuseppe. The cannolo is one of the few Italian desserts that traveled from Sicily to America almost completely intact, you know? When Sicilian immigrants started arriving in Brooklyn and the Lower East Side in the 1880s through the 1920s, they brought the cannolo with them, and the dish anchored Italian-American identity in places like Manhattan's Little Italy, Boston's North End, Chicago's Taylor Street. Ferrara Bakery in Manhattan opened in 1892. They still hand-fry cannoli shells daily. Mike's Pastry in the North End opened 1946 and now sells thousands of cannoli a day. Court Pastry Shop in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn, same thing. The Italian-American version sometimes uses cow milk ricotta instead of sheep and adds chocolate chips throughout, but the basic structure stays the same. The dough, the drain, the pipe just before. These are sacred Sicilian rules, even in Brooklyn.
Subito. Now I tell you ricotta technique. È la cosa più importante. The most important thing. For 8 large cannoli, you need 500 gram, 500 gram, ricotta di pecora, sheep milk ricotta from Sicily, or whole milk ricotta from grocery store. Doesn't matter brand, but the ricotta must be drained, capisci? You take cheesecloth, fold 4 times thick, line a sieve over a bowl, put the ricotta inside, cover with plastic wrap, refrigerate for 12 to 24 hours at 4 degrees Celsius. During this time, half the water in the ricotta, about 150 milliliter, 150 milliliter, drain into the bowl below. This is non-negotiable. If you skip this step, the cannoli will be soggy in 10 minutes. The shells will weep. Disgusting. Strutto for the dough, mamma mia, è la tradizione. But butter okay if you cannot find. But strutto gives the real shatter.
Now, the shell dough. In a clean bowl, combine 250 grams of Italian 00 flour. That's flour ground to the finest possible texture, with 30 grams of granulated sugar, 1 gram of fine sea salt, and 1 gram of ground cinnamon. Cut in 30 grams of cold lard or unsalted butter using your fingertips, working until the mixture looks like coarse sand. Now add 1 large egg yolk, 30 milliliters of dry Marsala wine, and please use dry Marsala secco, not the sweet kind, which throws off the balance, and 30 milliliters.
Now the shaping and fry. È momento bellissimo. Roll the dough very thin, 1 millimetro, 1 millimetro, by hand with rolling pin or use pasta machine setting 7, the second thinnest. Cut the dough into 9 cm circle with cookie cutter or glass. Take metal cannoli tube, 12 cm long, 1.5 cm diameter, and wrap one circle of dough around the tube. Overlap the edge slightly. Brush the overlap with beaten egg white. Press to seal. È importante, otherwise the tube fall apart in oil. Heat 1 liter sunflower oil in deep pan to exactly 180 degrees Celsius, 356 Fahrenheit. Use thermometer. Drop 2 or 3 wrapped tubes into hot oil. Fry for.
And now we make the filling. Take your fully drained ricotta. It should now weigh about 350 grams after losing 150 milliliters of whey, and put it in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. Add 150 grams of sifted powdered sugar. Sift it. Don't skip the sift. Lumps in ricotta filling are a tragedy. And 1 gram of pure vanilla extract, or the seeds scraped from 1 vanilla pod. Beat on medium speed for exactly 3 minutes until the ricotta is smooth, glossy, and noticeably thicker than when you started. Some Sicilian Pasticciere also pass it through a fine sieve at this point for ultimate silkiness. That's optional but transformative. Then, by hand, fold in 50 grams of finely diced 70% dark chocolate. Optional but classic. 1 teaspoon of orange blossom water for that subtle Saracen North African floral note. Cover and refrigerate the filling at 4 Celsius until ready to pipe, but use within 24 hours.
Final step, assembly. And listen, fill just before serving, never before. Mai! Otherwise, shells go soggy in 30 minutes, ruin everything. Take piping bag with 1.5 cm plain round tip, fill with the ricotta. Insert tip into one open end of the cannolo shell, squeeze gently while pulling out. The ricotta come out the other end automatically. Fill the shell perfect. Pipe both ends so ricotta dome out symmetric. Now subito, dip one exposed ricotta end into small ceramic dish of crushed pistacchi di Bronte DOP, the bright green Sicilian pistachio. Dip the other end into small dish of arancia candita, the tiny dice of glossy orange candied peel. Place on ceramic plate. With sieve dust generous zucchero a velo, the powdered sugar, all over the top, like fresh snow on the cannolo. Serve immediately with espresso or sweet marsala dessert wine.
3 takeaways. First, the ricotta drain is non-negotiable. Take 500 grams of sheep milk or whole milk ricotta, line a sieve with cheesecloth folded 4 times, set over a bowl, refrigerate at 4 Celsius for 12 to 24 hours. About 150 milliliters of whey will drain off. Skip this step and your cannoli are soggy within 10 minutes. Second, the shell dough is 250 grams of Italian 00 flour, 30 grams sugar, 1 gram salt, 1 gram cinnamon, 30 grams lard or butter, 1 egg yolk, 30 milliliters of dry Marsala Secco, and 30 milliliters of white wine vinegar. Knead 10 minutes, rest 1 to 2 hours, roll to 1 millimeter thin, cut 9 centimeter circles, wrap around metal tubes sealed with egg white, fry at exactly 180 Celsius by 356 Fahrenheit for 90 seconds until golden and bubbly blistered. Third, whip the drained ricotta with 150 grams sifted powdered sugar plus vanilla, fold in 50 grams diced 70% dark chocolate, pipe into shells from both ends just before serving, dip ends in crushed pistacchi di Bronte and candied orange, dust with powdered sugar. Eat within 30 minutes with espresso. Thank you, Giuseppe Lobianco. Thank you, Maria De Luca. Until next time.